Right now, you're probably paying 12 bills you legally don't have to pay anymore. A few of them just stop outright. The rest turn into a check coming back the other way. Either way, it's money that's supposed to be sitting in your account. And right now, for most of you, it isn't. One of these 12 changes automatically in 8 days. And the last one on this list is worth more every single month than the first 9 combined. A number most videos on this exact topic never even mention because most of the people making them have never actually sat inside a CRA file. Some of what's coming is a bill that disappears. Some of it is money the government already owes you and simply isn't sending until you ask for it by name. Either way, by the time this is over, you'll have gone through all 12, and for each one, you'll know exactly who qualifies, exactly what it's worth, and exactly what to do about it. A form, a phone call, one specific line on one specific return, not check with your province. The last one alone is worth more than the first 9 put together, and I'm not telling you which one that is yet. I'm Daniel Rocca. For 26 years, I sat inside the Canada Revenue Agency's audit division, the side of the file most of you have never seen. And here's what used to bother me every tax season. Nobody's job is to call and tell you what you're allowed to stop paying. Service Canada doesn't mail you a card. Your bank doesn't volunteer a fee waiver. The CRA processes what you claim. It doesn't chase you down to hand you more. Every item on this list already exists in law, right now in 2026. None of it is a scheme, and I'm not selling you anything here. It's simply what 26 years on the inside taught me most seniors are owed and aren't asking for. First up is the one already in motion, because the clock on this one is real. Number 1, this one runs on autopilot, but only if you've already filed. The GST and HST credit doesn't exist under that name after July 3rd. It's being replaced by the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit, and if you qualify, the payment itself goes up 25%. A single senior can get up to $950 for the 2026-27 benefit year, completely tax-free. Here's the part that trips people up every year without fail. You don't apply for this separately. Filing your 2025 return is the only switch that turns it on, even if you owed nothing, even if filing felt pointless. Skip the return, and the July 3rd payment skips you. And if filing itself is the hurdle, if it costs money you don't want to spend, or it just feels like too much, hold that thought. There's a free way around it, and I'm coming back to it later because it quietly unlocks half the rest of this list. Number 2, this next one has a cheaper version almost nobody gets moved on to. In most provinces, turning 65 opens the door to a senior drug plan that starts covering part of what you'd otherwise pay full price for. In Ontario, for example, the Ontario drug benefit kicks in the month after your 65th birthday, $100 annual deductible, then a few dollars per prescription. But if your income is modest, there's a low-income co-payment version that drops that to $2 a prescription and wipes the deductible out completely. And that version is never automatic. You apply for it province by province. If you're paying more than a couple of dollars at the counter right now, that's your sign to call and ask. Number 3, this is the one I watched cost people the most money during my years inside the CRA, property tax. In Ontario, the senior homeowner's property tax grant puts up to $500 back in your pocket every year, claimed directly on your return. In British Columbia, if you're 55 or older, you can legally defer your property tax through a low-interest government program instead of paying it now. Most provinces run some version of a grant, deferral, or rebate aimed at seniors, and most senior homeowners never hear about it. They just write the check. Number 4, this one's easy to miss because it doesn't feel like a government program. It feels like a home renovation. If you're 65 or older and you've put in a grab bar, a walk-in tub, a ramp, non-slip flooring, a stair lift, the federal home accessibility tax credit gives you 15% back on up to $20,000 of that work. That's close to $3,000 returned for a bill you were about to eat in full. Keep the receipts, claim it online, $31,285. And if you did the work last year and never claimed it, you can still amend the return and get it back. Number 5, this one takes 30 seconds to confirm, and most people never do it. The moment you turn 65, the federal government shields a chunk of your income from tax. Money that just stops being taxable. For a lot of seniors with modest income, that's worth over $1,000 a year sitting on line 30,100. Most tax software applies it on its own. If someone does your return by hand, that's the one line to physically check. Number 6. Out of everything that crossed my desk in 26 years, this is the single most expensive thing retired couples leave on the table. Think of it as the pension split rule. If one spouse has a bigger pension than the other, you're legally allowed to move up to half of that eligible pension income onto the lower earning spouse's return. That drops you both into a lower bracket and can cut your household's total tax by thousands. It's legal, it's built into the system on purpose, and it takes one form, T-1032, filed at tax time. I watched couples pay full price for years because nobody ever put that form in front of them. Number 7. This one didn't exist for most seniors a few years ago. The Canadian Dental Care Plan now covers you if you're 65 or older, you've filed your taxes, you don't have private dental coverage, and your family income is under $90,000. Under $70,000 and eligible work, cleanings, fillings, dentures, cost you nothing at the chair. Zero. One detail worth checking first. Your dentist actually has to be enrolled in the plan, so confirm that before you book at canada.ca/dental. Add up the renovation credit, the age amount, the pension split, and dental, and depending on your situation, you could already be somewhere past $4,000 a year. And we haven't gotten to the biggest ones yet. Now, I know what some of you are thinking because I heard it across a desk for years. If any of this were real, someone would have told you already. That's the actual failure, not a conspiracy, just an absence. Nobody's job is to check whether you're getting everything you're owed. The CRA processes what you claim. It doesn't chase you down to hand you more. Service Canada won't call. Your bank won't volunteer a discount. The system runs on the assumption that you already know, and that's exactly why the next few matter more than everything so far. Number 8, this one's a form nobody hands you. If you're 65 or older, still working and already collecting your CPP retirement pension, you're legally allowed to stop paying into it. One form, CPT-30, given to your employer, and your CPP contributions stop coming off your paycheck starting with the next one. But most working seniors have no idea this exists and keep paying in for years because nobody ever handed them that piece of paper. One thing worth weighing first, if you keep contributing voluntarily, each year adds a small permanent top-up to your pension called the post-retirement benefit, so it's worth deciding which one is worth more to you before you file it. Number 9. This one's just a 4-word question. Most of Canada's major banks will waive or reduce the monthly fee on your account once you hit senior age, usually around 60 or 65, depending on the bank. It's rarely applied without you asking. 4 words, at your branch or on the phone. Do seniors get this free? 5 minutes and one more bill quietly stops. Number 10. This one's 2 words, worth asking everywhere for the rest of your life. Many transit systems drop your fare, sometimes to 0, once you hit 60 or 65. But you usually have to apply through your local transit authority with proof of age to get the card. It doesn't stop at the bus either. Libraries, rec centers, provincial parks, movie theaters, a lot of them have a seniors rate that's never once offered at the counter. Seniors discount? Ask it every time. Now, remember the free way around filing your taxes I mentioned back at number 1? The thing that quietly unlocks half this list? Here it is. Number 11. If filing feels like too much, or it costs money you don't want to spend, the CRA trains volunteers to file it for you completely free at a community tax clinic. If your income is modest, that one free appointment is what turns on the groceries and essentials benefit, the age amount, and this next one, the biggest item on the entire list. Number 12, this is the one I told you at the very start was worth more than the first 9 combined. The Guaranteed Income Supplement, a monthly completely tax-free payment sitting on top of your old age security, built for seniors with little income beyond their public pension. Tens of thousands of Canadians who qualify for it aren't receiving a cent of it. For the most avoidable reason there is, they stop filing a return, so there's nothing on file to confirm they're eligible. file every year, even at zero income. And that filed return is what switches GIS on. Here's the part most videos on this exact topic leave out because they stop at the federal number. In Ontario, once GIS is active, the province automatically stacks its own top up on top of it, and that the guaranteed annual income system gains worth up to roughly $90 more a month, paid without you doing anything extra. Most provinces run some version of that same stacking top up. That's a second check riding on the first one that almost nobody watching this even knows exists. And it's the reason this whole list matters more than any single item on it. Here's the pattern underneath all 12. The same one I watch play out file after file. None of this is a favor, and none of it finds you on its own. It was built to sit there until someone asks for it by name. The seniors who end up with every dollar on this list aren't the ones with more money. They're the ones who asked. So here's your one action today, not 12. Pick the single item that surprised you the most and take the one step attached to it before the week is out. For 26 years, I watched people lose money they'd already earned simply because nobody ever told them to ask for it. Don't let that be your story. If even one of these put money back where it belongs, send this to a senior in your life who's still paying full price on something they've already earned the right to stop paying. I'm Daniel Rocca. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.